First of all, you certainly got to congratulate Alcorn on an outstanding year that they've had in terms of winning the conference championship, and obviously they're going to have an opportunity to continue to play. We knew that it was a basketball game for us throughout the night, and our guys mentally had to be in a certain place and prepare for it because we've had them on two different occasions already this year, and two hard-fought games, and tonight we were able to put it together, take care of the basketball, make the necessary plays down the stretch. When they made their run, our guys were able to sustain it there at the end, and but this is the things that we talked about, the little things that was going to make the big difference, and I thought our guys did a great job of coming up big at the right time tonight.
Appreciate those comments, Coach. Tyler?
John Walker, you picked up that third foul. Coach decided to let you stay in, and then I think you scored like 5 or 7 points in a row. Just talk about your mindset knowing that you had to stay on the floor and not pick up another foul.
Yeah, I mean, definitely over the years, me and Coach built up that trust where he know whenever I need, he know better than me when I need to not be in the game. So he felt like I shouldn't have been in the. I mean, I should have stayed in, and you see what happened. So I just go with the flow, whatever he say. Honestly, you see how much it's been successful. So we good for sure.
You guys were, on paper a number 8 seed, but you had so much experience defending champions. Just talk about your attitude and mentality coming into this game in the 8 versus 1.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Coach been preaching all year to bring the young guys up with us wherever we've been, bring them with us, and that's really been our main focus all year long. So to see all my young guys come out there and perform how they did, it just made me feel that much better going on into the tournament, because that first game out is usually getting all the jitters, seeing, you know what I'm saying, there'd be a little nerves in that, but they wasn't fazed by it at all. So I feel like our experience helped them be more comfortable in this situation.
Coach, can you talk about the decision to not only leave him, but Carl out there as well when they both had those 3 fouls?
Well, yeah, I think both of them have a pretty good understanding. Unfortunately, it kind of went against us with Carl. He wound up picking up his 4th, but Walk generally does a pretty good job understanding the feel of the game and how he has to play and not taking chances there late. And it worked out for us, and as you said, he did an excellent job of executing and making some big plays for us during that stretch. And the way that they play on the offensive end defensively, I thought Walker did a great job of playing with his length, and I thought his teammates did a great job of putting themselves in position to help him where they couldn't attack him to try and pick up a foul for him.
Did you think experience was the biggest asset that you guys had coming into this year's tournament?
I think we had returned some key guys from last year that had an opportunity to cut down. As this year progressed through everything that we've been through, putting ourselves in a situation where we come in 8th place, when you get to this situation, you've got to wipe the slate clean because it's a new day and you've got a chance to play for everything, and that's where we are right now. And that's what I told our guys. We're playing a first-place team tonight. We're in 8th place, and the big thing happens out of this. If we were fortunate enough to win the game, we would be playing as the first in the first place seed slot. I mean that we're off tomorrow and have an opportunity to play. The schedule would certainly benefit and be in our favor.
This young man to your right, he really developed from last year to this year. Talk about his development and what he's meant for your program.
I'll tell you, he was really good last year. We redshirted all of our freshmen except him, and I thought he did an excellent job of playing a special role last year, getting his feet wet, played in some crucial moments last year for us, and I thought tonight that really paid off for us, the experience that he gained last year. He's just like my veteran guys. I put a lot of trust in him because he has a lot of minutes under his belt, and tonight he came up big for us.
Talk about that pressure that you guys had to face. You guys jumped out. It was almost a 20-point lead, and then they put on that pressure and they come storming back. Just talk about the ebb and flow of that second half.
Yeah, that second half, they jumped in that press. It was very shocked us at first, but then we got our feet a little wet, got used to it, see where it was open, then we just hit the open spots and just made plays out of it. Once we break the open first line, get to the second line, and just attack and get the open layups.
Coach, and for the players, I mean, you guys are used to collecting hardware, winning in the tournament, but just because of numbers' sake that you are a number 8 seed, outside of winning those championships, is this really like a statement for Texas Southern, like the culture of the basketball program?
Well, I'd like to think that what Texas Southern stands for and the tradition of the program and where we've been and the guys that we have returning from over the last few years. One of these guys sitting up here has 2 rings already, and from being in their program and have battled and has been battle tested. And so when you have several guys like that, you feel good going into a lot of situations. They understand some of the things that we were faced with this year and what we had to go through and the difficulties. What I admire about them, they never held their head down or looked to make any excuses. They looked to just get better. And this is the right time of year that I feel like we've got to put some things together and be rewarded for everything that we went to and continued to battle without sitting there looking for excuses and pointing the fingers.
John, what would success mean for this team, considering you guys are going through, injuries and some changes on the roster? If you guys were really to have the outcome you wanted to have for this year's team particularly, what would it mean to you?
Man, that would mean all the more. That'd mean everything to me, just because I feel like this year's a little different. You saw, like, if you look at all our past years, this one's clearly different than the other one. So if we could do it right now with my young guys, especially just seeing the joy on their face, like, I know that joy when you got some older guys that understand the game and win for us. Like, that's really the most important thing to me, making sure they get that experience. So when we gone, they can do that to the young guys that they got.
Walker 3, when the momentum swung towards Texas Southern's way, at what point did you feel that you were very, very excited? I saw your body language. You were very excited once you finally took the lead. You were starting to give encouragement to other players. Do you felt that helped you guys get over the top?
Absolutely. I understand that momentum swings don't come too often, especially in March. So when you got a chance to really change the game, like, I was more important plays that want to drop. It's more important sometimes understanding the moment and the energy of the game. So whenever I feel a momentum shift or anything, even if somebody mess up, like, it's got to keep that energy on the upside.
Orange, you took over that game in the second half, and it seemed like someone tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, and the lead started dwindling down. What were some of the things that was going through your mind?
First, coach just put the trust in me to do what I have to do. And just him believing in me just gives me the utmost confidence and just be able to play my game and do what I need to do. And I just feel aggressive. I know my guy couldn't guard me, so when I got the ball, I just feel like easy matchup, get to lay up or make a play for others. So, like, it all starts with Coach Jones, him and believing and trusting me to play my game.